Hello. Um, it's been a week or two of me trying to develop this new sleep schedule for freelancing. And I'm not going to say it's going well, but it is giving me a chance to try things. And that has to be worth something. Here's my dilemma. I've always been kind of a morning person. I was always involved in activities like all of the time, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. I was not going to do my homework at 11 p.m. or whatever was left of it. Instead, I would go to bed and wake up at like 4 and do it then. And I love that quiet time. I love the quiet time of the morning before the sun has risen. I like getting to watch the sunrise. So that's all fine and good. The problem with that is that I've chosen the life of entertainment. And I don't know why, but no one wants to rehearse, create, or do shows in the morning. That's okay. It makes sense. But the dilemma I get in this habit of getting up early, which requires going to bed early. And then I'm too tired to like go see a show or create things. It's like 7 p.m. and I'm like, would be a great time to go to sleep right now. What I'm trying to do instead is go to bed 11 or 12, get sleep for maybe like 5 hours, and then do a 2 hour nap during the day, trying to get 7 to 8 hours total, shifting for my needs. But as doctors say, non-consistency is not good for you, apparently. Until I have a rehearsal schedule or something that's requiring me to stay up late consistently, I guess I should just choose the path of morning personhood. So let's just see where it takes us. I'm finally getting to my vision board today. So I'm going to put on an album or two that I enjoy, that inspires me. I'm thinking Dochi. I like Megan Thee Stallion too right now. They create spontaneously and they put themselves under like time restraints. And it's that like knowing that you're a bad bitch that I need. Let's do this. So, what I've come to learn about myself is that I am a very strong vision boarder, but it only really works for me when I do it the right way. I need things in plain sight. So, my first tip is to use very specific images, but make sure they're big enough. Don't overfill your board with too much because you're not going to get into the basic goals of what you need. I would keep it more basic and have each image encompass more of what you want than having, too many images on the board that it overwhelms your senses. This whole process is about kind of hacking your subconscious with images about what you care about. So my next tip is to organize this board by areas of life and quadrants that mean things to you, because you're giving your brain evidence that you care about those things, and you're putting thought into what habits you're embodying on a day-to-day basis to feed that part of your life. I might get a little heat for this one, but there really is something to printing out the photos and using glue, actually making a vision board with your hands as opposed to just a digital one. I'm all for mind movies, little manifestation presentations, and I also will probably make a video of me doing one for that. That's very powerful. But there's something about infusing your handwriting and into the board and using your brain and body to create something that really locks in these images. You're interacting with it deeper than you would otherwise. If you are someone who journals or has writing rituals for manifestation, writing your affirmations on the back of the photos is actually an insanely powerful tool. There's something about handwriting and using your signature specifically that is a type of spell work. You're moving and sending signals like to your brain and through your body and out into the world, like what your purposes are and what your intentions are. And that's why I think that kind of working with your hands and having a balance between like physical craft and your digital world, like you're using a different part of your brain and your senses, and it locks it in and gives you more control over your reality. You're reminding your brain of your physical space more than this digital world that comes to feel a lot more real to us at times than our actual bodies. I talk a lot about giving your brain signals of your truth and evidence of the life you want and who you are. And that's why I always recommend hanging your vision board, your affirmations, your goals, somewhere where you're consistently seeing them, because your brain absorbs so much more than you think it does. And you want to surround it with signals that I'm surrounded by the right habits, the right people, the right environment to have a sense of I can do whatever I want. I can solve my own problems. I can open my own doors. You have to tell your brain kind of literally and repeatedly, hey, I'm capable of this. And hanging it in plain sight is going to code it into your dreams, and it's going to, you're going to be talking on the phone in your bed and you're going to be looking at it and it's going to all absorb. It's a underrated tool. Or you can hang it above your desk for your workspace. That works too. You can see on my board I hung 5 different tarot cards. I've been using tarot more from like a storytelling symbol perspective. I resonate a lot with symbols. It's why I really gravitated towards astrology. And I feel like I can create storylines with these symbols and also kind of help me categorize the energies going on in my life. So I put the Hermit here down on this quadrant because I can tell that it's a quieter time I'm entering, and I'm okay with that too. I'm also working on getting my strength back. I entered a period of kind of like scary health, and we're working through it, but I'm just ready to feel strong again. I'm ready to feel super capable. Good morning. It's the next day. I haven't totally finished this board yet. I still need to glue down most of the right side and hang it up, but we'll get there today. I'm finding that this is kind of a theme in my life. Like, I have so much energy to offer to others, but, I kind of struggle to offer that time and dedication back to myself. It's hard for me to get into flow state. It's hard for me to finish a vision board. I shouldn't be so hard on myself, but still. But giving back to my hair is one way that I kind of took back control in my life. Sound off in the comments if you had parents that controlled your hair for a really long time. So having a ritual where I'm doing my hair and taking care of it, it helps me. You see, I have a backpack, yet I still end up carrying too many things in my hands. I keep watching video essays for sinners. I love that movie. It's just, it's breaking so many records and barriers, and it's such a powerful movie. Okay. Painkillers. My big water. I always made fun of, and I do make fun of cup collectors, I'm not gonna lie. I guess they are functional, so I shouldn't. But I was like, I need to be drinking 3 times the amount of water that I am, and like even more than the normal person. And I definitely was like doing the opposite. Why can't self-sabotage be my style anymore? Because things like this happen. I'm still a child and still need like flavors in my water. I want to figure out how Twitch works and everything I need to set that up. I think it'd be cool to do like a study time or create with live time, and then it incentivizes me to actually make things, to sit down and put in the hours, songwriting or writing. I'd write some of the songs, I guess, on live stream, but I guess if it started to get good, I'd be like, I gotta stop this. Skins over here across the street from us, there's only 3 of them, but they're very cute. For some reason, like wild strawberries, like a wild type of strawberry growing in our yard. There's a little crab apple tree, and a cherry tree over here, I think. And I'm like, am I in the Garden of Eden? Where's the apple? I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Just kidding. This is First Sip Coffee Shop in Uptown Chicago. Sometimes on Sundays, I come and get coffee here with my friend Ginger, who I'd love to introduce you to. This man has the biggest brain I have ever met. The memory of 1,000 computers, and every orange line here is a route he has driven and traveled. He is a Sagittarius midheaven, and you can totally see it in his love of adventure and independent exploring. Here, I asked him about his favorite states.
As far as variety of scenery, or just...
No, just whatever your heart says.
Well, I've always had an affection for Montana. I wouldn't want to be there in the wintertime, but I like it because of the geographical diversity of scenery.
It's really pretty.
Best you go from Billings, the larger the hills get. Then when you get to around Bozeman, B-O-Z-E-M, Bozeman, that's when you pretty much, at that point, it's where you go right up into the Rockies.
So if I think next time we get coffee, I'm gonna bring 2 maps, and I'm gonna test, and I'm not gonna study too much before then, but then I'll bring 2 copies, and then we'll set a timer, and then you test me on whatever you call that, geography.
I can tell you which which capital town is the smallest capital in the United States.
You could put little fun facts on this map while I'm still just trying to figure out which state is where. No, that's what we're gonna do next week for coffee.
Guess what the smallest capital town in the United States is?
Is it in one of the smallest states?
No, it's in one of the medium-sized. Ground way off.
Yeah.
But those cows, they look so content, so peaceful.
You know, life would be easier as a cow.
Amen. Miles of LA up at my favorite mountain, Mount Kino.
California is a wild place, like as far as diversity goes.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
Ginger and I have been getting coffee now for about 3 years, and I've been collecting and archiving his life story. He was only recently brave enough to bring these pictures out and show me, and I had the privilege of putting them into an album for him to have on his shelf, and helping this Pisces man get in touch with his nostalgia and his memories has been such a privilege, and I can't wait to release a full episode on Ginger and his life. Honestly, that's what I'm looking forward to. He's really inspired new projects for me, because is there anything more interesting than the people right in front of us? Is there anything more interesting than the person, your neighbor, and their story? And we're back in my room. I want to finish this vision board. I do have astrology to do today. And those are the primary things. I'd like to get a photo shoot in. I will get a photo shoot in. I'm going to lock in this vision board by finishing the taping, the affirmations. I'm going to hang it up on the wall. And I will do a photo shoot today. I might get an hour in of astrology. And I still will. I can do these things. If I just manage my time well. Anyway, I'm really bad at managing. It's 1:25. I can finish this by 2 o'clock. Maybe. Still 6 hours of awake time. I have plenty. I could totally do a photo shoot and astrology. And I also have TikToks to do. You really need to work through your time. I want to get a photo shoot in. It would make me feel good. I can do all things if I manage my time. It's fine. Just do it. Let me know how you guys like to manifest, either with or without music, if you prefer yours with words or not. I've been playing around back and forth, honestly, but there's something about having frequencies putting you in a good vibe, but there's also something about sitting in silence with your thoughts. I feel like I've been sitting in the car more in quiet, which, that I never thought I would say that, but I think that it's left more mental space for me to listen, and hear lines in my head. So I'm trying to achieve a balance of that. But I chose to listen to Megan Thee Stallion while working on the second half of this vision board today. There's actually a giant lion underneath this canvas. I found it at the thrift store because it has the hanging situation on the back. And, you know, I thought it was kind of cheesy. I might find it in like a Hobby Lobby. But either way, I'm a Leo rising. And so, you know, knowing there's a big lion underneath there is something for me as I'm trying to go into acting and being seen. And also I wrote my name in big red letters across the front of this thing. So I'm just trying to like imbue it with magic and creativity and a little bit of narcissism, because isn't that what this is all about? And I'm putting my business card on there for a little...
Got my vision board done. I did try to hang it by myself, and that didn't go well. So I have to wait for someone who can get the job done to do that for me. Now, I have some editing to do for several things. And so I'm going to go to the laundromat and do that because I have to get separation from home with things like this. I'm a Sagittarius Mars. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that, and I think that editing is a good project. The door back there is freaking open. Other thing, I haven't been going to the gym for the last many months because I don't know, because going to the gym for a lot of people is hard. But I do enjoy it when I get in the habit of going. I like classes. I like doing my cardio and stuff. I want to start weightlifting. I've gone through a lot of body changes in my life and in the past couple years pretty extremely. And I'm ready to feel strong again. I'm ready to feel sturdy. I think this is the weakest I've ever been. And like, I can be thankful for some and also want to, you know, mediate, right? So maybe I'll work on a little bit of building my workout split. I got a guest pass for LA Fitness, which is the closest one to me here. So let's hope for the best on that. And I'm going to launch myself out the door after I do my morning, or I'm going to put my morning pages in the car with me and then maybe do my morning pages before going to the gym. I need to get out of the house first thing. I need to just put on clothes, get out of the house. You hear me? Yeah, so let's do laundry. This has been another good place for me to just get some art or editing or writing done because look how cool. It's like taking a step back in time. Tarot has been so good for my creative brain, my storytelling brain. Tarot and astrology in tandem, because I get I'll see tarot images or I'll get them on my page, and then like I just get poetry and I'm like filling my notes app, bouncing back and forth, just like learning about the imagery and the storytelling of it. And I just got one, and I got this idea for a painting that's like astrology and the Wheel of Fortune. And so she's hanging out in the 4th and 5th house here, and then I'm seeing like eyes. Even though this tuna salad was kind of gross, and not because of the stupid amount of corn I put in it, I'm proud of myself for eating it. Look at us go. And after I was informed that you cannot just put a screw into drywall, we got my vision board hung up. I also picked up this little painting drawing today of Nosferatu, my love. No, because wait, you guys. There's a little on my wrist. I don't know where that came from. That doesn't look like my dog. But you know who it does look like?
Oh, is it bug bites? It's probably bug bites.
Oh, it's probably mosquitoes.
Yeah, skeeters then.
It's been a good day, be it a little less productive than I want it to be, but it's always going to be less productive than I want it to be. But I am proud of what I did get done, and I am ready to hard launch into a good week. Tomorrow, I'm definitely going to get photo shoot time in. I'm gonna get recording time and astrology time in, and I have a workout with a friend planned. He's going to check my form on some weightlifting things, and we're going to hang out, and I'm gonna have a gym buddy for a bit, and that'll be fun. So, making it happen. I will see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.